Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yorkie Man here and welcome back to another episode of this Football Manager 2020 save here with FC Twente. And it's been really bad, guys. It's been, we had the 2 defeats in a row towards the end, and I mentioned that, the Ajax defeat might lead to a little bit of a downturn in form. It's worse than ever could have expected. There's not going to be a cup final. We'll go through that. That'll be interesting for us all. It's not been a good run. There's no point trying to explain it. I will just show you. There's not much really to show in this one. In fact, what I did is I recorded myself straight after the game. So I'm just going to play that. Enjoy it. Right, guys, for once I thought we'd get my overall reaction after a match is finished, done and dusted and played. It's not been good, boys. It's not. I can't even get words out. I'm not angry. 14 shots, 9 on target for us. 12 shots, 8 on target for them. This is how the game happened. Their first 4 shots on target, goals. 4th minute, 11th minute, 2 shots on target, goals. Oh, boys. This is so infuriating. This result is so infuriating. It's the cup semi-final. We've been embarrassed. My main centre-back is injured. So I had to put in a young lad here today from Arsenal. Shocking. 2 mistakes leading to goals. Absolutely shocking. Rant over. I'm going to go and have a cuppa. Fuming. Yep. Enough said about this one. The better, I think. Let's move on. To be honest with you, after that, I just really wanted a win. Anything for a win, and it didn't get much better. Let's be honest, it didn't get much better. I've been completely Mr. Tinkerman. I've got my Ranieri out, and it's been awful. I've been chopping and changing absolutely everything left, right, and centre out of pure frustration, as you do on FM, because that's exactly the way you should play it. Don't play it that way. Especially if you're new, don't play it that way. So yeah, RKC, 15 shots, 6 on target. Couldn't put one in the back of the net. There's a clear issue with the team. We can't score goals most of the time. That's a common theme in my saves at the moment. Wasn't the world's worst result. A draw's better than nothing, and the teams around us are still struggling to pick up wins anyway. So it kind of worked out okay. We somewhat, at this stage, turned into draw specialists, and oh my God. Den Haag, 3-3. Yep, just take a look at when George Thomas scored the 3rd goal for Den Haag. Yes, the 94th minute. The last minute of added on time, that I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Noah Lang had a good game. Georgie had a pretty decent game. They scored, and then we made it 2-1, and I felt pretty comfortable. And then Mark Duffy scored from a free kick, which, free kicks in FM. Hooray! But it happened, so it wasn't the end of the world. And then Noah Lang scored in the 89th minute. I thought, thank God, we've done it. Cracking. Fantastic win. Get us right back on the horse. Nope. No. Cheers, George Thomas. Let's move on. At least we know how to draw, right? Heerenveen, difficult game, to be fair, which we dominated. 18 shots, 9 on target. We played fairly well, pretty decently defensively, which is better than what we did against Den Haag. But again, nothing going forward. Could not create that chance that hit the back of the net, and that has been evident in this little run we're going on. No goal scorers, really. Realistically, if you look at the 3 goals against Den Haag, Lang and Georgie, they're not strikers. They're not really the key men I'm looking at to get the goals. Although I was happy that Lang scored goals. I actually really like Lang, and if he's on the cheap, we might look to sign him. There's actually a lot of contracts up as well, which isn't a bad thing. We have a big inflated squad and a lot of players that I don't like. But yeah, a 0-0, honestly, against Heerenveen, this wasn't the worst result. Just not what we needed. We needed that win to break this whole hump we're on, where we're just playing badly. So today, as you saw, we're going to be playing against VVV Venlo. We really need a win. We're away, so that doesn't bode well. And the worst part is we've still got Feyenoord to play. We've still got AZ to play. And beat me 5-0. And as you saw from the clip, that's not going to be a fun game. Vitesse will be the last live com of the season. And I think with the Vitesse game, we might do the end of season stuff. I've not decided if that should be in a separate episode or should be in that episode. I have no idea. But we'll figure that out when we get there. I might do it in the end of that one and just do like an extended episode, like a longer episode. But yeah, VVV Venlo away. There's 3 games here, right? that I think we can win. And it's this one, Emmen and Vitesse. Now, please, the FM gods, this is a prayer to you. Don't let this be a loss or a draw, especially not on livecom. I've had enough of them this season. Right, guys, so this is going to be the tactic we play for today's game and the lineup. This is what we played against Heerenveen. We've tweaked some of the tactical instructions. I'm trying all sorts at the minute. I'm kind of using this time, to be fair, as an experiment, because if we take a look in the Eredivisie, we're clear of what the board wanted us to do. It actually looks like we might finish 8th, 7th, 6th. Either of them don't really matter. It's absolutely fine. Obviously, I'd love to finish higher, so 6th. Please. But it doesn't really matter which one we finish. So I kind of going to use this to maybe tweak, experiment, look at stuff that we could do next season, because I wasn't overly happy with the tactic this year. We had a good start to the season, don't get me wrong, but I think as soon as we came up against teams that we struggled to break down, especially teams that played defensively, we couldn't do it. And on the counter, just when we're being attacked by the bigger teams, God, it's hard work. And as the AZ result showed, and several other results in this season, we've had some highs. The Ajax game and the Feyenoord game, but we have had some highs. It's still a good season. I mean, what did the board want? They wanted us to avoid a relegation battle. We're nowhere near one. We're more mid-table, pushing towards the top half of the table, actually. So, yeah, the board are more than happy. This is an issue for me, though. Our top goal scorer in the league is Ignacio, with only 7 goals. Now, that's a problem. Goals has been an issue for us. Even just the line share of goals. If we look at the squad... So if we look at goals, Ignacio has 11, but let's remember only 7 of them are in the league in 24 appearances. It's okay for a free transfer. He's actually played well. But if we look at the players following up, the next, Oriol, Javi, they're both central midfielders. Lang and Aitor have done okay with 4 each. I mean, Aitor's got 8 assists, so we can't really complain, but there's nobody else really scoring. So that's my problem. I don't have a 20-goal striker to start with, and then I don't have other members of the team chipping in and scoring goals, so it's caused a lot of problems. Also, what I did notice towards the end of the last episode is Oriol is valued at 10.25 million. So he's probably not going to be here. So maybe we'll play a different tactic next season. I'm actually really devastated that there's probably no realistic chance whatsoever. I'd be lucky if I get 2 million, I think, to spend. That's just me. I think we'll get around 2 million, potentially. Nowhere near 10. Nowhere near 10. The finances, though, are okay. 14 million, but we've been losing money all season. That's probably because we have such a big squad, and there's a lot of players in the team that we're paying wages to that I don't want here. So after this season, once they've left, it's not going to be the end of the world. The money should look a lot better, and hopefully we get a little bit of money for finishing in a half-decent position. I'm not sure how it works. Getting into Europe as soon as possible, I think, will be key for this save. We'll really be able to kick on from that point, but I'm just looking through all the young talent and hopefully picking up some diamonds that way, and I think that's how we're going to build the squad moving forward. Right, so we're full of positive vibes here. I don't know most of their team. This lad's from Wolves, but he's tasty. We want to scout him. But yeah, I don't really know the VVV team very well, so let's just get into the game. Hopefully pick up a victory. They're not having the world's greatest of seasons. In fact, they're having quite a poor season. So this should be, theoretically, the win we need. I also haven't played FM for a day. Well, I have. I haven't played this save for a day, though. I took Saturday off from actually playing. I know the Bolton episode went up, but I decided to not play the game at all. So this is kind of the first time I've played, and hopefully that goes well, apart from the knee ligament injury to my best left-back instantly at the start of the game. But it's fine. It's fine. Let's not worry about that too much, lad. Let's get an early goal. That would really settle my nerves. I would imagine the lad's nerves as well. Lad goes in, and it's not that good. But he needs to get in those positions. He's actually had a good season, and Georgie scores. Just, perfect. It's exactly the type of goal I want us to be scoring. Happy, dappy days. Don't know what that is. Going to drink my coffee and enjoy the replay. Lair's actually been really good. If we can loan him again, I think we will. I've really enjoyed the way he plays. He gets up and down the right back position really well. So we've had to take Frank the Tank off, which it's not ideal, is it? He's by far my best left back, but we brought Matos on, and now it's their attack. This is not... Oh, that's decent. Okay, that's not so decent. We've had both goalkeepers injured as well in this spell, to be fair. And there's been a few goalkeeping howlers, so maybe that could have something to do with it. Go on, Lang. I couldn't get to it. Busquets. A comfortable win here would be really nice. It's been a while since we had one of them, and they're going to break away now, and we just don't really have the men back. Get tight to him. Side netting. Ooh, that was a bit closer than I would like. Too close for comfort. 3 shots, though, all on target. I mean, it looks statistically good so far. This is only the second time we've... Oh, Aitor goes close. This is only the second time we've tried this formation, so I have no idea how it's going to work. Cheeky plug right now, though. While nothing's happening in the game, check the links down below. Follow me on Twitter and go and check me out on Twitch. I stream most mornings from 6 a.m. Well, literally every morning, apart from when I choose to have a day off, because that's what a day off is, so Saturday. 6 a.m. I see. Start your morning the right way is what I say. 6 a.m. That's dedication. I make sure I wake up for that 6 a.m. time slot, and I'm still up recording at this time because, do you know what? I'm committed. Right. Don't get complacent. Do not get complacent, boys. I'm committed. Committed to what? Waking up early, bettering myself. I'll come out with some good stuff, boys. Some good stuff. So, neither winger is actually particularly having a good game, which is really frustrating. Busquets. Lang. Awful. Shoot at the goal, Lang. Aitor's not having a good game either. This is important, though, that we pick up a victory. Honestly, it's so important that we break that. That's the thing on FM. I feel like when you've had a loss, you need to break the cycle. And with draws, we've not broken the cycle. I had that on stream earlier today over on Twitch at Yorkie where I stream from 6 a.m. till usually around 9, 10 o'clock. Sometimes longer, depending on the crowd. Go check me out. Cheeky plugs. Oh, wow. Corner. Damn. Set pieces in this year's FM. Sorry, FM. The bullshit. You concede them consistently. And now we're up creek without a paddle. I got 2 wingers that are playing absolutely shocking. And I want to go home. We're going to have to go attacking. And we were the bloody better team, weren't we? Let's take off Be More Expressive. I don't... Let's change some stuff here. Maybe we're a little bit too high. Let's spread the pitch a little bit for when we counter. I don't really want to tinker too much. Do not want to carry on being the tinkerman. We'll just take that off. Maybe Be More Expressive wasn't really helping us. Let's see what we could do here. It's a good ball. We should have scored more, to be honest with you. When we're on top, we don't put the nail in the coffin. We should have got the second. Vukic. Nice. Not really. I was going to say nice ball in. How's Ignacio not scored that? He upsets me. I'd love to say that we haven't scored because we don't get decent balls to him, but it's just ridiculous. That was such a fine opportunity for him to get a goal, and he just... Absolutely. We're going to draw again by the looks of it, or lose. And this is just not acceptable, and I don't want to do this anymore. Go on, Ignacio, bring it down. Serrano, Ignacio. Sorry, boys, it's been a long time since we've been in this position. And on a live com as well. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with that route oneness to Vukic. And this play between... Okay, it was a tackle. But that pass from Serrano to Ignacio means absolutely everything to me. Let's drop it down to balanced. We seem to open a bit more room up on the counter when we drop the attacking line. So we were spread a bit. Oh, no, not a free kick. Thank God. Oh, keep him rage down. It's a good job we're live, or else I might have lost. I might lose it if they score. I was very angry after the Den Haag game when they scored in the 94th minute, as you can imagine. Right, come on, lads. Let's just be safe with it here. I'm tempted to regroup instead of counter press. Matos. I'll give us this opportunity, though, before I change it. Busquets, back to Matos. Busquets. Ignace. That'll do. That'll do. 3-1. That's why I didn't change it. Cheers, Oriel. Absolutely. This is... We've been practicing this on the training ground. You know... I don't know what the keeper was thinking. I'm assuming he was thinking that Ignacio was going to get a touch on it. But he didn't. And it'll be Busquets' goal. He really has been like a shining light in this season. I don't know what we're going to do without him. Options for replacing him as well. Surely, maybe, I can convince them to loan him again. If I can convince them to loan him again, then yeah, but it's not even like we've got a young player coming through that could potentially step into his role. I don't actually have anybody else to play. Thank you. I don't actually have anybody else that could play that position. So when Busquets isn't in the team, we don't even play with a DM. So it's a little bit worrying, considering that's been the mainstay formation for the majority of this season, that we might not be playing it anyway. Come on, ref, that's a red card. I'll take that, boys. I will take that. 3-1 victory. We really needed that. Like I said, maybe we can push on that. We do have Feyenoord next, so probably not, but it gives us a little bit of breathing space. Venelo are now in trouble down there at the bottom, but I do not care. Yeah, it gives us a bit of breathing space up here in 6th position. I don't know. Do we get out for 6th position? Let's do the team talk. Let's check out what we actually get. I'm sure there's like a Champions League European playoff hoo-ha kind of thing. I'm not sure. We'll check. Okay, interesting. I didn't know what the prize money was. Now I do. So we do want to finish. We're in 6th, right? We're in 6th. Yep. Damn sure we are. Yeah, we're in 6th. So we do actually want to finish 6th. When it puts us in a European places playoff, which I'm not overly sure on. Now, these two depend on the cup. So I'm sure... So the winner of the cup... God, oh my God. If we'd have made it to the final of the cup, instead of being knocked out by AZ, we'd have got a Europa League spot. Just for being in the final, because by the looks of it here, the loser of the cup gets Europa League 3rd qualifying round. It looks like it. I don't know how this European places playoff works. Doesn't seem to tell me any information about that, so we're going to find out when we get there. So potentially Europe. That could be good. That could be really good. Damn, Frank's out for 3 to 4 weeks. That's not very good for us. That's not good news. We do not do the... We don't do the press conferences, guys. Do you do the press conference? I'm just not into it. Just not into it. Fine, once you've done one press conference, it's just a repetition of similar questions and similar answers to give to get the right results. So I don't do them anymore. If they improve and add more stuff to it, I'd definitely be more interested in it. Right, guys. So, in the next episode, it will be the end of the season. We'll play against Vitesse. Hopefully, we'll have secured 6th place. Because we could get Europe. How big would Europe be? I'd be happy to take Euro Cup too, to be honest with you, because I've been in that competition before and it's easier. So there's more chance that we'll get further, thus giving us more money, which we need. We want all the money, right, to sign all these wonder kids that we're going to sign. Right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching this episode. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one. It's been an absolute pleasure. Hopefully... it's a good end to the season now. Maybe we can go on a little run. I'd love to get revenge against AZ after what they did to us.